Sound. Oh. Hello, Peter. Do we have sound now, sir? My apologies. I'm chatting away without the commentary turned on, which is slightly pointless. Hi, Matthew. How are you doing? Are you well? I've just spent. I hear you. Yeah, I forgot to turn the commentary on. My fault. I haven't streamed for a number of months, so I've forgotten how to press all the buttons. So this morning I was going to do a CD32 stream with an 8 megabyte expansion, which kind of worked. And then I thought, right, I'll try and use a 68030. That didn't work. So I thought I'd try a 68060. That also didn't work. So while I was on a run, I thought I'd try a PowerPC card, and that didn't work either. And then the power pack I was using started playing up, so I gave that up as a bad job. And so I thought, okay, I'll try the Apple II, since it's already sat on the desk, and I'll give that a go. So the Apple II wouldn't read Disk 1 of the Oregon Trail, but it'd read Disk 2, which was slightly frustrating. So I downloaded them again and rewrote the disks, and now Disk 1 would work, but Disk 2 wouldn't. So I was just about to throw everything into a big bonfire when Disk 1 started working, so we're all good to go. Is it a TF328? No, it's a CD32 riser by somebody, and an Amiga 1200 adapter card which plugs into the CD32, which allows you to run allows you to run Amiga 1200 expansions. So you can do all kinds of silly things, which I like. I like silly things. Utterly pointless, but anyway, I think I've got a power issue. But anyway, the CD32 power pack I use is underpowered woefully. So I plugged in a Amiga 2000 power pack with an adapter, and that didn't work too well either for some reason. I don't know why. I think the connector I've got's a little bit faulty, a little bit basil faulty. So I need to change that for a better one. Utterly pointless. Yes, I like utterly pointless things. They appeal to me greatly. Why plug in an SX1 or an SX2, and when you can plug in expansions which are not supposed to work, which I find far more interesting, to be honest. I have my PPC card here, actually. This is an overclocked, I don't know what it is, 340 megahertz or something. But that didn't work. Anyway, so I thought I'd try the Apple II. The Apple II was on the blink, but it's up and running at the moment, even though it tries changing resolution with the capture card, as it's not quite sure what's going on, but hey ho. Right, learn about the trail, see the Oregon Top 10, turn the sound off, travel the trail. Let's travel the trail. Are you a banker? Are you a banker from Boston? A carpenter from Kansas? Oh no, a carpenter from Ohio? A farmer from Illinois? Find the differences between. I don't want to know the differences. Let's go in there. I'm a carpenter, I'm a farmer. I might be, let's be a farmer, let's be traditional. What is the name of your wagon leader? Let's see. It's black and white because I guess it's set up as an NTSC Apple II and not a European PAL. That is something I need to do in time. I'll try to convert it. I've done it before years ago. What is the name of your wagon leader? Well, it's got to be Mike, obviously. What are the other names of your party? Well, who have we got? We've got Matthew. Oop. There's no delete on a bloody Apple II. Anyway, we've got Matthew, we've got Peter. Who's number 4? Anybody else on? Who's on? Nobody. It just has 3. Nobody ever does chickens. Right, let's add John for sheer amusement factor, and let's add. Who else shall we have? Let's have David. Are these names correct? Hell yeah. Going back to 1848, where men were men and sheep frightened. It is 1848. Your jumping off place for Oregon is Independence, Missouri. You must decide which month to leave Independence. What is your choice? Let's go Missouri. Let's go April, shall we? Peter, I was typing, David. Great minds, Peter, great minds. Let's go April. Before leaving Independence, you should buy equipment and supplies. You have $400 in cash. You don't have to spend it all now. Scout pile 920 times 8. Okay. You can buy whatever you need at Matt's General Store. Good old Matt. Ah dear. Hello, I'm Matt. So you're going to Oregon. I can fix you up with what you need. A team of oxen and clothing for both summer and winter. Plenty of food for your trip, ammunition for your rifles, some spare parts for your wagon. Okie dokie, let's have... How many oxen do I need? Which I would like to buy? Let's say 1. There are 2 oxen in a yoke. I recommend at least 3. I charge $40 a yoke. How many yoke do you want? There are 2 oxen in a yoke. Let's have 2 yokes. Right. Food. Let's have some food. I recommend you take at least 200 pounds of food. How many pounds of food do you want? Well, I say 250. Young storekeeper. Clothing. Let's have some clothes. You need warm clothing in the mountains. I recommend taking 2 sets of clothes per person. Each set is $10. How many of us are there? There are 5 of us. Yeah, I recommend 2 sets per person. That's 10 then. Got loads of cash. Let's have some more oxen. I said 2. Let's have 4. Ammunition. Let's have some bullets. I sell start again. I sell ammunition in boxes of 20 bullets. Each box is $2. How many boxes do you want? Let's have 20 boxes. Spare parts. Yes, please. I have an engine and some wing mirrors. It's a good idea to have a few spare parts on your wagon. How many wagon wheels? $10 each. Let's have let's have 6. You can only carry 3. Well, you never told me that. When did you ever say that? Matthew, Clive with a pocket calculator. Have you booked your 2-hour slots for one of your local pubs or restaurants? No, we haven't. Although we have spoken to one of our local pub owners, and we're going to pop round there one night when it's quiet and have a couple of beers and say hello. He's opening a week later to keep away from the silliness of today. Should there be any silliness, of course. How many wheels? So 3 wheels. How many wagon axles? Ooh, let's have 4 axles. You can only carry 3. Why didn't you tell me that? How many wagon tongues? Well, tongues are wagon. Let's have 3. I'm going to preempt you here and say 3. Okay. Oh, hang on. I need to get rid of some oxen. Press space to leave. I'm going to leave owing cash. Can I do that? Okay, but that comes to 440. But I see that you only have 400. We better go over that list again. God damn it. Let's change 1. What did I say? 4. Let's say 3. Oh, there we go. Space to leave. Well then, you're ready to start. Good luck. You have a long and difficult journey ahead of you. Well, that's good to know. Peter, sorry head. No, it's the plough, not the Saracen. We know the landlord at the plough. It's only a small pub. It does really good food. Can you prove you're not from Leicester? Well, we don't need to for our local landlord. I think he knows who we are. Got an itchy foot. Now loading the wagons. Well, that's good to know. How about you guys? Have you made any reservations at your local pub? Now loading the wagons. It's still taking a long time to load the wagons. Ooh. It looks to me suspiciously like this game's crashed. Nope. And if it has, that means that it's going to bugger up the stream. Let's put dish 2 in, see what that is. Although it didn't ask me for dish 2, did it? Matthew, nope. I think mine will be flooded with people from Leicester. Peter, that's what you get for using a clone. That's true, Peter, that is true. There are a few minor software inconsistencies with this ear clone, I've noticed. One of them being it's in black and white. Now loading the wagon. Well, load the bloody wagon. How long does it take? Hire some more people. For goodness sake. What are you up to today, Peter? Anything exciting? How about you, Matthew? What's going on? What's going down? Now loading the wagon. Clearly, you're not loading the wagon, are you? Let's reset. The Oregon Trail. Usually the shift reset doesn't work, but it's working today for some reason, which is quite nice. MECC. Let's start the trial. I'm going to be a banker for Boston. What is the name of your wagon leader? It's going to be Bob the Banker. Oh, Peter, Matthew, Dave, and I didn't know we had number 5. Who are we having number 5? Seamus. Are these correct? Yes. It's loading. The disc is working. I was working over at... I was what? Oh, I was over getting groceries for my elderly aunt. Ah, okay. Very nice. How is you, Peter? You alright? Before leaving, you should buy some stuff. Okay, let's buy some stuff. Let's buy an oxen. And we shall have 3 of these. Let's buy some food. Oh no, hang on. 250. I don't know why I bother with this. You know it's going to crash again. Exactly the same place. And ammunition. Let's have 10. And spare parts. Let's have spare parts. How many wagon wheels? Oh, yep, I know that. I know the routine. You have 1,600. Why have I got so much cash? 1,600 dinaro. Space to leave the store. Okay. Went a bit mad with dyslexia. Still alive. Oh, 74. Well, that's not bad going. And then packing ZX renew orders. Ah, okay. I might have to. I know. I have to Spectrum Plus case, Peach. Have you got one? Oh, it's loaded. It's loading. The light's flashing. Loading. You can do it. The disc is loading. And the disc has stopped. Ordered some more PCBs for Zelux. Tried JLC PCB for the first time. Who are they then? Is that another PCB manufacturer? I don't know those guys. The only one I've used, PCB Way. Let's try disc 3 because this is getting boring now. Don't know what's on disc 3. Nothing by the looks, it's stopped. Yes, I have quite a few. Ah. Oh, come on. I knew it was going to do that. 5. What's on 5? Catalog. Syntax error. Okay. Well, this is the end of our gaming session, it seems. It's been a bit of an ass. But yeah, I mean, I could always plug in the real Apple II, which I believe is colour as well. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to plug in... Oh, plus cases. Yeah, I could do the plus case for the ZX Uno thing. Where's the good lady? She's out at home doing some tidying up and getting taking some photos to get a gardener in to do some gardening work, and then she's going shopping, and then we're having big steaks in a little bit. Big fat steaks. I used to know how to reset these. Call. Is it? No, it's not call, is it? Is it call? Or am I thinking the TR-99? How do you reset as a Apple II? My memory fails me. Apple II reset. Apple and reset. 3 key combination. Control, open, Apple reset. Well, that's all very well and good, but I don't have any of those key combinations. Apple II reference manual. Blimey. Trying to learn all the key combinations and DOS commands and all the rest of it for various computers. It's quite amazing, though I forget most of them. Getting old, I think. Old timer's disease setting in. I'm sure it's call minus. Is it call minus 151 or something? Oh no, that push into machine monitor. Oh, so much for that. Control C. Okay. And control reset. Control reset. The thing is, well, normally what I do is turn it off, but if I turn it off I'm going to lose a stream, which might not be a bad thing, it's fair to say. It was call -151. Well, I never. Call -151 enters the machine code monitor. I thought it was reset. Obviously not. And 3DOG. Alright, let's do that again. Call -151. Out. What? Oh, for God's sake. Bloody. Is it too difficult to put a delete key in? Right, okay. Followed by Control P. Should boot. Should boot what? Out of interest. I think there's 4116 issues. Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's right. Okay, so call 151 gets you into machine code, machine monitor. Then you've got to specify where the basic card is, or the disk drive card is, I think. I don't know. It's been too long. It's been too many years. Here we go. Apple Asimov.net. That rings a distant bell. This is obviously going to be one of those talking streams with not much going on, I'm afraid. Bloody Apple II is a pain in the butt. Here we are. Apple II basic commands. The original Apple blah 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 blah. That's not helpful at all. First time Apple IIe user. Well, it's not an Apple IIe, but anyway. What you are seeing is a normal boot screen. Press Control and reset. I've done that. Insert a bootable disk into the drive. Using ADT Pro. I spent some hours with that in the olden days. Anyway, Apple DOS 3.3. Well, this is a pointless exercise. Yeah, I've got a few things to do. One of them is I've got a Wise mini computer here, which I'm going to set up to run DOS, possibly Windows 98 or 95 even. But as usual, I'm stymied because I can't find my DVI to VGA adapter, so I've had to order one. Even though I must have about 5 of these things kicking about, can't find any of them. So that's one project I was going to do this weekend, but I can't do it because I haven't got an adapter. The CD32 is just being an arse, but that was another project I was going to have up and running and show Workbench running, but I can't find the disk. That's another problem. And then the Apple II was going to be another one. And that's being an arse as well. So what else have I got? I've got loads of stuff really. I might bring yeah, I'll do that. I'll get the Amiga 1000 out and I'll do a proper video this afternoon. Well, I've got a little bit of free time, although it's getting on for R5 now. So I've got a IDE interface for the Amiga 1000. Um, although the keyboards are the loft. See, it's all against you, isn't it? Everything's against me. I've also got a Peritel connector for the TI-99, if anyone's old enough to remember what they are, which will allow me to get RGB out of a Applle TI-99, so I can capture a TI-99 for the first time. The TI-99 was my first computer as a kid, and I have a love-hate relationship with the TI-99. I loved it briefly as a kid, then hated it because it had no games that I wanted to play. And but as the years have gone by, I've learned to appreciate it some more. Peter, yeah, do that before the boss gets back. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I might get the Amiga 1000s plugged in and get the IDE running on that. Oh, here we go. Alternatively, Control P will boot disk in slot 6. Yeah, but I have to specify slot 6 down. Is it hashed? Is it, as memory says, it's hashtag 6, isn't it, or something? What is it? Oh, it's PR, isn't it? PR. Hashtag. Oops. 6. And then what? Control P. Control P. Enter. Oh, it's just crashed. Press reset again. Control P. PR. I think there are some issues with this machine because it is because it is a clone machine. See, PR6 just locks the machine up. It shouldn't, I'm sure. It should boot from the disk drive on PR6. It doesn't. But it's a clone machine with obviously clone ROMs, burnt ROMs. I don't know what the difference are to the Apple ROMs. It's got a aftermarket disk drive card in there. I don't know if that causes issues. Although I could quickly swap out the disk 2 card. But it's strange. I mean, all the things I remember working don't seem to work on this, unless it's my memory playing bizarre games, which is very possible. PR666. What about PR? I think it's. I'm sure it's in 6, but I'll put 5. See what it does. What slot is it in? Let me lift the cover off. I'm sure it's 6. It's in the last slot, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's in 8. Perhaps that's why it's playing up. Let's try that again. PR. Oh, for goodness sake, shift don't work all the time. Well, they don't work either. It doesn't have 8 slots, I can't count. It's 6 slots, isn't it? What's an Apple II have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it is 8. I'm telling fibs. It's got a language card, which is JDR Micro. And then it's got a disk drive card, and disk drive card has got no make or manufacture on it at all. So, yeah, I don't know. PR8. Perhaps that's what's. Is that why it's playing up? Because it should be in. What slot should the disk card be in on an Apple II? Perhaps that's why it's being silly. Pardon me. Apple II peripheral cards. The Apple II models that step blah 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 blah. Perhaps the most common card found was the Disk 2 controller card. Yep. Allowed users of Apple II to use Apple blah blah. Yep. Both Apple and dozens of vendors here. Oh, are you going to tell me what slot it's in? Slot 6. Is that why it's playing up? I wonder, because it's in slot 8 at the moment. Let me try slot 6. I'm going to turn the stream off and come back in just a moment. Let's see what happens. I'll be back. Possibly.